see here. So I should be live now. Oh yeah, here it is. Let's turn it down. Got it. All right, I can see my stream is live. And 3 people are watching now, so someone is watching it. Thanks, man. Wherever you are. Including myself, I guess. Oh, someone dropped. Okay, cool. Does it sound okay? Oh, nice. Oh, I wish I could see this bigger. Let's see here. Nice. Very nice. You sound crystal clear. Good to know. Let's go. Yep. Yes, Robo, big fan. Man, I have to. Yeah, I'm a noob at this, so I have to figure some stuff out. Because I can't see the comments very big right now. But okay, if I do like this, maybe it works better. All right, so this is a test stream, and it's cool that people are. Yeah. See, so it's probably a little bit late for some of you, especially if you live in the States. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is just, you can do whatever you want to do while watching this, and it's not very, I'm not doing anything special. I just want to test this out and see if it works, and try it out for some things. I'm eating ramen. Very nice. Where are you guys living? Where are you watching this stream? So I live in Japan, and in Japan right now it's 1 in the afternoon. Hey, what a surprise! So someone is in Mexico, USA, Florida, in the States, living in Vietnam. So probably Vietnam is basically the same as me, time-wise. Argentina. Yeah. Virginia. Yeah, well, all over the place. So there's no way to really do this in a time that works for everyone. So in general, I will just do it when I can do it, and then we'll see who can jump on board. But I'm thinking like on Saturdays or on Sundays, maybe a little bit earlier than this is maybe when I will be doing it. And maybe sometimes after work at 8 p.m. in Japanese time. So that would be 7 hours from now on weekdays. But we'll see. Not yet. And there has been a lot of issues with that. And I'm still trying to figure it out. I will do it as soon as I can. Talking about Friend Force being posted to SoundCloud. It's because I have so many artists' names on the album. I've been having trouble with getting them approved, and then I did some mistakes myself when applying for, or not applying, when I send my songs to Spotify and whatnot. So I've been emailing back and forth about this for the last month or so, and it's gonna be sorted out soon, and I'm sorry that the music is not on SoundCloud, Spotify, and all of that yet, but it will be soon enough. You can always listen to it on YouTube, at least for now. Hello. All right, so the next thing, the thing I'm going to be doing today is I'm gonna make a template in Cubase, which I use to make Chiptune. And I'm gonna show you what I'm using and how I do this. Might be interesting for some of you. For some of you, it might not make any sense because you don't make music, but it might be interesting anyway. Who knows? So let's just start out with, can you actually hear anything? So now I'm playing something. So if you could hear what I just play. Yep, can hear it. Excellent. I was having some issues setting this up to work too, but now I know how it works, so awesome. All right, so let's get started. So I'm using a plugin called Magical8bitplug, and there is Magical8bitplug1 and Magical8bitplug2. This was made by Yokemura from YMCK, and this second version will work with basically any DAW that you're using. I am using Cubase, but if you're using Logic or Fruity Loops or GarageBand or whatever you're using, it's gonna work with that. So this is what the plugin looks like. Magical8bitplug2. And you can choose from 3 different sounds. So it's pulse, square, triangle, and noise. I'll lower the volume on this a little bit. So if I just have pulse, oh yeah, and here we have 3 settings, 12.5%, 25%, and 50%. So if it's 12.5, it sounds like this. If it's 25% and 50%. So they all sound a little bit different. I like to use this one, 50%, which is also called a square wave. I use this one mostly for my melodies. All right. So, what should I start with? Yeah. Okay, I'll show the other ones first. So triangle sounds like this. This is what I use for bass most of the time. And then we have noise. Let's watch some comments here. Oh, I gotta go now. Hope you all have a great weekend. You too. Thanks for watching this. Robotprins, do you have any idea when the next episode is coming? Nope, I do not. I'm not involved in the process. I'm assuming you're talking about Gwain Saga. I don't make it, so I don't know. Right. Okay, what is type of this music? So this music is called Chiptune, and it's the music that I'm making. So it's like old NES or Game Boy sounding songs, but I make original songs with this. I love Gwen Saga. Yeah, Gwen Saga is great. All right, so let's set this. Let's start with. Let's see here. I'll call this. Actually, I'll call it bass. So the track I use for bass is Triangle. All right. And you have a bunch of different envelopes you can change the sound with. For example, if I change the attack, it will come in slowly. Usually I don't do anything to this. And I keep the decay the same, sustain the same. I usually add just a little bit of release so that there is no click after I press it. Bend range is the pitch, how much when you use the pitch bend in the piano roll window, how much you want it to change. 12 means 12 half notes. So it's 1 octave. Then there is auto bend. Auto bend is pretty fun. Let's see. Actually, this is different from the first version, so I haven't played much with this, but I think what it does, yeah, it does. Let's test it out. Right. This is kind of fun. I'm going to show you how to use this later for when I make the toms. Then we got vibrato here. I'm not going to use the vibrato for the bass. All right, so this is the bass. I'm going to make a song after I've done the basic setup. You can see how each of these are used. So bass first here, and I'll make a new track for noise. And noise I will use as percussion. And I'll just keep it as it is. I'll call it noise. And then this square is the melody. Yeah, I'm also gonna change the volume of all of them to be the same. Yep. Magical 8-bit plug. Yeah. Should I? Yeah, let's do that. I'll do another square, which I'll call square delay. And I'll show you something cool you can do with that. Set this to 12. And I'll do the same with this one. All right. So here, and I'm gonna call this square where delay. So I'm gonna show you something now. Hold on. It doesn't. Huh. Did this change? All right, I'll just do this. Let's make 2 of them. Let's make one more. I'm figuring this kind of stuff out while I'm doing it. So this is usually what the process for me is like. Usually I don't do this from scratch. I have it all set up from start, but I was thinking I should show how I do it completely from scratch. It might be interesting to someone, and to other people it might not be interesting at all. But anyway. So actually this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call this one. Is my typing loud? Might be a bit loud. I can hear it like coming into the microphone. Let's watch some comments here. All right. So what, let's see. Someone wrote here, quick question, but who makes the pixel art for your music? There are many different pixel artists I have worked with. For Submarine Jam and Beam of Love and the Friend Force 1 album, it's a Japanese guy called Hara. For the latest album Friend Force, it's a Japanese guy called Aniemon, and he also did the music video. Rot Prism. Yes. Hi, Robotprins. Hi, Rot Prism. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. And then what app you using to make chiptune song? So I'm using Magical8bitplug2. That's the name of the app. I'll write it here in case someone is interested in getting it. It's free. Let's see here. So someone asked about Cubase. Yeah, Cubase is not free, but Magical8bitplug is free, and you can use it for a free plugin like GarageBand, or that's the only free plugin I can think of now. I wrote the name of the plugin in the stream chat. So I wrote YMCK Magical8bitplug2. And actually, let me go to their site where you can download it. 1 second. All right, so I posted the link to where you can get this VST plugin that I'm using. And it's you can use it with any computer, like both for Macintosh or Windows, for any DAW software. Or most of them. I haven't heard of any software that you couldn't use them. But maybe some people have problem with it. This new one, the second one, is compatible with most things, I think. Okay, I will continue do some settings here. No. Yeah, hold on. Oops. So let me, before I continue with adding tracks, let me show you something cool you can do with this setup that I have here. And this is something I like to do a lot. So I'm not sure what the tempo is now, but it doesn't matter that much. Hold on. This is not... I haven't changed it correctly. Yeah, it should be 50. This one should also be 50. It is. And is this one 50? Yes, 50. All right, let's do it one more time. Then I'll do this. I will copy this to... let's do this instead. Let's make them shorter. So let's copy this to this one here. And I will lower the velocity, which only means the volume will get lower for all of it. And I will do the same thing and on my third track. I will explain what I'm doing in a second. But let's listen to this and see what it sounds like. So this is something I like to play around with a lot. I just did something simple here. And what I did was I have one track in the middle playing a melody. I can solo this here, right? Yes. So if I only listen to it, nope, it doesn't work. If I only listen to, I can do it here. If I only listen to this one, you only hear like one note short, but you can add the exact same note and it being in the left, slightly delayed, and it will sound more spacious and interesting. And then I can do it a third time to make it go from center, left, right. Like every note goes first center, then left, and then right. So this is a fun little trick I like to use. And I always do this manually. I never use a plugin to do delays or reverb or something like that. I always do that just manually like that. And I use 3 tracks for that. But yeah, some people like to use a a separate delay effect for this. But if I want to make it sound like a video game, like this, yeah, it's better to do it manually, I think, because it becomes more authentic. Or at least I like this sound better. But then for some songs, if it's more with modern music, it blends better if you use a delay effect on the track. Actually, I can show you what that sounds like. So if I have this and I put a delay track on it, see here, a stereo delay. Let's see what that would sound like. Yeah, this is also pretty cool. It's the same thing. It's just the way that I do it is more controlled. All right. This melody that I just played is from an old song I made for my first EP, I think. I did something like this, but it's faster actually, yeah. Anyway, that was the melody I thought of now, so that's why I used it as an example. All right, let's look at some comments here. So Tio Hitea, I'm sorry I couldn't really stay long. I have to go do something. Have a good day. Thank you for watching this. You probably already left, but thanks for watching. And yes, as Masin says here, the app costs money, but I think what Robotprins is saying is that the VST plugin is free. Should add it in the description if he wants others to find out what app he's using. Oh, you mean Cubase? Well, okay, I can add a link to Cubase, or just say, so I'm using the app or the software I'm using to make music is Cubase. If you want to use this, it's not super expensive, but it's not cheap. If you just want to play around with this VST plugin, you don't need to use Cubase. You can use GarageBand, or you can use something else, because it will be the same thing. That's what's great about this plugin. It's like it probably doesn't make that big of a difference what software you're using or what app you're using to make music. It will sound the same. The only thing that will be different is how you use the software, like what you are comfortable with. For example, I was using Logic in the past, and the thing about Logic that I didn't like was I thought it was difficult to use pitch bend. It was hard to edit pitch bends, which I think is a lot easier in Cubase, and they have some options that I like to use, but it doesn't make that big of a difference, especially not now with the Magical 8-bit plug, the second one. You can do some cool stuff. It's basically the same for any software. Magical 8-bit plug 2 is free, and Cubase is not free, but there are free softwares you can use. So if you're completely new to these kind of softwares, you get a software for making music. So you need that. That is the first thing you need. And then once you have that, you can add different instruments that are free or that you pay for. You can add them to your software. So Magical 8-bit plug is not a software that you make music in. It is just an instrument that you add to a software which you can use make music in. All right. Ah, yes, Kale. Is this a small part of Sparks of Royal Emotions? Exactly. That's the one. It's just it's a lot slower and yeah. But it is that melody. I thought of that melody now, just to show how I made that. Yeah, I think I've seen most of the comments here. Hey, hola! Thanks for watching, Alex. Yeah, cool. It seems to be working well, the stream. I was unsure if it would work, like if the audio would work and the video, and maybe there would be sync issues and that kind of thing, but it seems to be working. Excellent. Okay, I'll continue on with adding some more instruments. So next, I'll add 2 more here. So I'll do this one. Hold on. Yeah, I'll do the same for all of them. They all have bend range being 12, and then just one release to not get some click noise. I am only changing the gain here because I know that this volume worked for the streaming. And if I make it louder, then maybe I need to change some settings in the mix, and I'll try to make it not too loud. So Pulse L, I'll call this one, and I'll call this one Pulse. Oops. Sorry. Oh yeah, I can change it here. That's right. Usually I keep this around like L. I can do L50 and then this one R50. Okay, next I'm gonna have 2 plucky sounds. And usually I keep it at 12.5 and 25. This doesn't matter that much. Okay, so I'm gonna do some testing here. Yeah, maybe I needed to do this for all of them too. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so here's a... Wait, that's the wrong one. This is the one. Probably. How many of you make music in DAWs like this? There's a funny thing that I like to do. So it's this kind of plucky sound that I don't know. Yeah, this kind of sound. This is probably good, right? Yeah. All right, let's do the same with the next one. I always like to have one of these or two of these plucky sounds that I can use for different things. All right. You see, I do L and R for all of these. That's just the way that I do it. You don't have to do it like this, but I like to have them spread out pretty widely when I make my songs. So the bass and the melody is in the middle, and then you got like some chords and stuff that are sort of, one is 50% to the left, one is 50% to the right, and then I got some delays and some pluckiness all the way to the left and all the way to the right. Yep. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm still missing a few things. I'm gonna try something I've never done before, but I'm interested in. I want to try to make a kick using Magical8bitplug, and we'll see if it works. But probably I won't use this in songs, but just for this streaming, I'm gonna test it out. So I'm gonna make a kick sound with Magical8bitplug. And this is how I'm thinking of doing it. Let's see. All right, let's see if this works. No, it doesn't really work that well. How do I do this? Probably. It kind of works, but it sounds a bit strange. Almost sounds like a kick, but I'm missing something. I'm not sure what. I'll go with this anyway. I'm gonna test it out here. Actually, that might be okay. So if I do this, I decided. Hold on. This is. Yeah, that sounds kind of nice. Huh. Okay, this will be my kick for now. I'll probably make a different one for an actual song, but oh yeah. So you live in Japan? It must be good. Yes, I do live in Japan. It is pretty good. I can't complain. And I'm still learning how to play guitar. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name. So I don't want to butcher it. I should look that up. Yep, I played Mario. All right, let's see here. Tuck, pause, square. All right. Yeah, so we almost got the whole setup here. Got the kick, the noise, bass, then the melody track with square L and R, which I use for delays for the melody. And I got 2 pulses. I usually write 50 on this because they're 50% panned. Then I got pluck L and R. Now, the last thing here I want to make is toms. This is pretty fun to make in Magical8bitplug. So usually I use a triangle and I use pulse square 50% for this. Maybe this is good. Oh wait. So this is how you make a tom that sounds like Mega Man, which I use a lot. Let's see. This is not enough decay. Need more decay. Oh wait, that's... Yeah, that's... So the only thing I did to make this sound was attack 0, sustain 0, release 0, and then I bring the decay to, well, 114, 0.114. and I use this one, this auto bend function, which is really cool. What it does is 22 means it's 22 half steps more than the note you want it to hit. If that makes any sense. So, well, let's say it was 12. That means it would be an octave higher than the note you want it to hit. So it starts from an octave higher and it glides to the note that you're hitting on the keyboard. And how fast it will glide there depends on the time that you set here. 0.1 means 0.1 seconds. So if I just remove this and I have a normal sustain, I can show you how this works. So if I make this time longer, it will sound like this. And the faster I make it, it will become faster. And then 0.1 will become like this. And now it doesn't sound good unless I change the sustain to 0. And the sustain means if you hold a note on the keyboard, what volume it is. So this just means that the volume, it becomes 0 when you hold it. But the decay is from when you press it until the sustain hits how long it is. Man, this is so difficult to explain. Anyway, you need to use decay. There are YouTube tutorials for this, I'm sure. If you want to make this kind of a Mega Man kind of tom, this is how you do it anyway. So auto bend set to like 20 something, time to 0.1, then 0 attack, 0 sustain, release 0, and then you got decay somewhere around like 0.1 to 0.1 to or to 0.15 or something, somewhere around that. You can test it and see how it sounds. This is actually a little bit long, maybe. Yeah, this is good. And then I will do exactly the same, but for a triangle sound, because I like to have two kinds of oscillators doing the same thing. They sound slightly different. So this one is square, but if I use a triangle, it sounds like this, which also sounds pretty cool. Okay, so I guess this is my setup for today. Took a while, but I got there. All right, let's read some comments. I'm still learning how to play guitar. Oh, maybe I read that before. Yeah, that's cool though. Guitar is fun. When did you start before famous? Well, I'm not sure what to answer to that. I don't think I'm famous. Yo, Prince. What's up, man? Oh, hi. So, Mega Scout. I don't know, sorry. What is it? Santiago Savoini. And Ethlopop, sorry. Ethiopiop. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I can't read your names. I have to try to make the screen bigger so I can read better. I love this kind of music, but I never knew how it was called. Yes, it's chiptune. Chip is like... try to call my name. Okay, I'll do it. Go an hui. Anyway. Just Ethio is fine if it's hard to say. Yeah, it's I'm I should be able to zoom this in a little bit better, but yes, I can speak Japanese. Konnichiwa, konbanwa, ohayou gozaimasu. So I've been living in Japan for longer than you would think. Yeah, I'm originally from Sweden, and I've been living in Japan for 14 years. So it is the way. Oh, defense mechanism. Hello to you, sir. He's another amazing chiptune artist. So it's cool that you're watching this stream. I'm just explaining some my basic setup in Cubase using Magical8bit plug, and talking to people in general who is checking out this stream. What about Spanish? Oh, I can speak Spanish. Hola? Yeah, I can speak Spanish. Hard name to say. Cheers from Argentina. Yeah, that's right. Argentina, where the great Tony Lace lived. Oh, thanks, man. I don't know. Sorry. Well, he loves my music, and I'll be buying Front Force 2 on CD soon. That's amazing. Thank you. I'm listening Fight Chili with Chili. Yeah, Fight Chili with Chili. Actually, Fight Chili with Chili is a song I originally came up with on the guitar. I was playing this lick on guitar. But it's funny because now I'm not very good at playing it on the guitar. But that's how I originally came up with that idea. And then I made it into a chiptune hit. All right, so let's see. Let's make something with this setup that I've set up. The setup that I set up. Okay, so I actually have an idea in mind. So let's see here. What tempo is this? Oh, I can't hear it. That's strange. Anyway, okay. Let's just test some things. 160. Maybe something like this. I'm gonna make a bass line and I'll figure out the tempo afterwards. Should I make this tempo slower? Maybe it's like this. No, it needs to be faster. Maybe this. Yeah, okay. This, I think this is the tempo I want. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. How does this sound? So I have never watched anyone else work in Cubase like this. So for some people, it's like, what the hell is he doing? Maybe. But then for others, it could be interesting. And then I would watch someone else and be thinking the same thing. But I'm sure there are stuff that I do that is maybe original, and then other stuff that they like, why are you doing it like this? And yeah, it's like I haven't been watching other people program music. I've only been doing it my own way. So I don't know how other people are doing it. But this is often time how I end up making it, and then I refine it after I've done a basic idea of what I'm thinking. Okay, I know how to do this. Let's try this. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Okay. Huh. So I'm trying to make a funky groove. So I love this 70s funk band called Tower of Power. So I want to try to make it sound a little bit like them. That's a track that I'm thinking of making. Okay, so this sounds good for now. I will do some more stuff to it later. Let's see here. Let's see here. And that means I'll be vying for Queens of Marlowe versus Luna. That's right. Is there any chance we will see a guitar fight Chili with Chili? There is a chance. I have actually been thinking of it. I've just not made it yet. So yes, I will be making it. Hopefully this year, I will be making a guitar video of that. I'm also started making Ike Baby. So Somebody set up us the chip. That's me doing it. I'm leaving. It's 1:56 a.m. here. So bye. Yep. Thanks for checking it out. Talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Good night. Yeah, it's cool. Some people are watching this. Very nice. All right, so I've made a bass line now. So what do I do next? Do I go for the kick and the snare, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. So here, what I do, I've made a bass line here, and now I can see the bass line in the background like this while I'm making the kick and noise. The noise track I use for hi-hat and snare. So drums, when you make a beat, it consists of kick, snare, and hi-hat usually. So kick is like the low thump sound, you know, it's that kind of sound. Then snare is the then hi-hat is the so the kind of groove I want to make now, but in with this chiptune sounds is sounds something like this, like something like that. So I like to sometimes think about beats like that before I make them in my... So either I do it like this with my mouth, or I think about it in my head, and then I program it. Wonder. Yeah. What? How should I do this? Okay, I'll just do something that sounds like a snare down here for now. Make these a bit shorter. Is this annoying to listen to? Oh, I totally forgot about the kick. Boom, boom, ka. lot of the times I like to make something just to sort of have an idea of what I'm doing, and then afterwards I will go into each part more in detail and try to make it sound better later. And also, like, this is not mixed or anything, so it sounds a bit rough, but it's better to do that than to put all your effort in details in the beginning, I think, just to get an idea about what the song is. Yeah, for now this is okay. Yeah. Right. So this is the snare, and this is the hi-hat, and then I've got the kick here. Maybe I'll do this. It sounds pretty cool. All right, and then I'll just I can just copy this. No. Copy this, and then copy this here, and then I'll copy this here for now. And I have one thing that I want to try out now, but let's just copy this for the whole thingy. And also the kicks. All right, and then I'm going to use the toms. Actually, I'm going to move the toms up so I have all the drum stuff close to each other. So I'll go to tom 1, and let's see how this will sound together. So I'm thinking something like that. Boom. That's what I want to do. Dun dun. Yeah, usually, even though they're the same volume level, square toms tend to sound louder than triangle. This instead. What if I did this? Yeah, this is starting to sound interesting. All right. Pum, 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 pum. By the way, I love your music and this style. Thank you so much, Santiago Savoini. Then good night, Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite. Yes, Defense Mechanism. Tower of Power is incredible. They are one of my favorites, for sure. How long did you make these songs? Do you mean how long I've been making music in general? I've been making music for how long? That's maybe 20 years. I don't know. I started playing the guitar when I was 12, and I'm 34 now. So that's 22 years. But I probably started making songs when I was 12, 13, something like that. But as far as chiptune goes, I've been making chiptune for 8 years, I would say. 8 or 9 years. What? Boots and cats? I'm not sure what that refers to. It's great for exposure, but how do you feel about being the Gwen Saga guy? Good question. Well, I don't feel like I'm the Gwen Saga guy, personally. Other people might feel that, but I'm not. I didn't make the songs for Gwen Saga. Gio just asked me, can I use your songs? And I said, yeah, sure, go ahead. I just tell them that I made it and where they can find my music. And that's all there is to it for me. I think it's cool. It's cool that my music is being used in a like cartoon or in a show of any kind. So that's fun. Especially a lot of people will listen to it. What's fun for me about this is the people who watch Gwen Saga are also into video games. So it's great that they can find my music through that show. And because if they didn't like my music, they wouldn't be listening to it. They like my music, so that's all I'm think about that. Yeah, I'm happy about that. I will be making my music whether my song is being used for Gwen Saga or not. So it's not that big of a thing for me. Yeah. Oh man, I've been doing this for 74 minutes. Wow. And it's like 2. This song I'm working on now is something I'm thinking of. It's gonna be a short song, and I'm not gonna spoil too much what it will be, but depending on how things goes, it might be on my channel not too long from now. And I'm also thinking I was thinking about streaming because a friend of mine was streaming himself playing video games. And I thought, yeah, that's fun. It's a fun way to hang out, especially in these times when, you don't get to hang out with friends that much. So, and then making music, it's fun for me, but sometimes I just don't feel like doing it or something. And I thought maybe if I stream, I could hang out with people and make music at the same time. So it could be something positive for me from that point of view too. And yeah, also I was wondering how this would work, if I could get it to work, like you could hear what I play in Cubase and hear me talking and all of that. And it seems to be working, so it's cool. All right, let's listen to this thing done. I'll just copy what I made for now, and I'll make some changes to it later. Yeah. Let's just do this. And Tom 1 like this. Like this. And I'll do it for here. Yep. Oh, these are not they are not correct. They should be here. That's right. And are these also? Yeah, they're out of sync. Or they are not placed correctly anyway. And either are these. All right, this sounds pretty cool. So let's see, what do I want to do with the chords? Dun, dun, ba-da-bum. Ah, yeah. So it's very fun. I love just hanging out in streams sometimes. I'll make sure to tune in whenever you decide to stream. Thank you so much. There should be a challenge where an artist makes an incomplete tune and other artists have to finish it. That is fun. Yeah, those kind of things are definitely fun. Yeah, you get, or like you, let's say 4 artists gets a melody and then you will arrange around that melody and make it into your own version of it, and then you play all of them after each other or something like that. That would be fun too. Stuff like that. I've been watching these YouTube videos. What's his name? I forgot what his name is, but anyway, it's this music producer who he has 3 different producers join him in. They get one sample, and everyone will just use this one sample, and it can be anything. It could be like a piano thing, and it could be a guitar, it could be sound effects, and that's all they. No, it's not all they can use, but that will be their main piece that they make a song around, and they do all kinds of strange things to it because they can take a piano. This is things that I'm really interested in, sound design. Like, they take a piano and then they make it into a bass or something like that, and it's crazy when you see how they do that. I want to learn that kind of stuff, but it's yeah, those kind of challenges are a lot of fun to watch for sure. But I myself I'm a little bit more traditional, I guess. I just I can do arranging as far as, you know, chords, melodies, bass lines, and rhythm, but sound design is not necessarily something I am that yeah, I don't know that much about how to take samples and make them into pads and basses and percussion and that kind of thing. Although it's interesting, it's something I'm now thinking I want to test a little bit more. These streams, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these streams, but like part of it is me just composing. Maybe sometimes I will be doing some sound design things, and maybe I will just play a game or something. I'm not sure. And maybe I will play the guitar too. I can't play guitar today because, or I could, but I haven't set it up yet. So I have to test that out before I can do it on stream. All right, but let's do some chords to this bass line. I have a feeling this is already a song, like I'm taking this from something, but I'm not sure what it is. Yeah. Anyway. Dun, dun, go. Yeah. Something like that. All right, let's. Keep this at 100. Let's do that, yeah. Probably 90 is better. This velocity thing I'm doing here, that's just to sort of decide how loud I want a note to be. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can do this. This is just an idea I have. I don't know how it's gonna sound. Oops. Probably it will sound cool. Okay. That sounds pretty cool. Ah, yeah, let's do this. I feel like it's a bit loud here, so I'm gonna lower it a bit more. Let's do it with all of them. Da, 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 da. I could explain what I'm doing, but then again, if you listen to it, you will understand it better, probably. Usually this is how I do it. Like I kind of understand how it will sound, and then I do it and then I listen to it and it's like, yeah, that sounds good. So I don't know what chord these are, but if I would look into it, I would understand, oh yeah, this is whatever, 7th, 9th. Let's if I just do this, it's gonna sound too loud. This is gonna, what I'm thinking here is this part at least is like an organ. That doesn't even sound good. Change of plans. What just happened? Oh man, what have I been doing? Whew. I did not realize this was not even in the right key. Wow, that's kind of embarrassing. Huh. Maybe the bass is so low I didn't hear it. Actually, let's change the bass because I kind of like this key better. Huh. I guess, yeah, the triangle bass, it sort of, sometimes it's hard to hear exactly what note it is. So sometimes I hear a wrong note. And I was hearing a C when it was actually a B. Oh man. Now it should be correct. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's read some comments. It's very fun. I love just hanging out in streams sometimes. I'll make sure to tune out. Blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I read that before. Hi, bro. Hi, man. Another name I cannot read. I'm guessing it's Russian. Well, it's getting really late here, so I'll leave. Nice for you to check in. Yeah, see you next time. Good night. Yeah. We'll see how long I'll do this too. I might pack it up in like 15, 20 minutes, something like that. And we'll do another stream another day. And I will probably be doing this on weekdays after like 8 in the evening here in Japan, in Japanese time. And maybe it would be easier if enough people are interested to, you know, watch these streams. Maybe I should make a date like every weekday or every weekend, like every Saturday at this time that I stream or something like that. I haven't really thought about it. This was just a test to see if it's working or not. And apparently it is. So maybe I'll think of a day and a time when I will be doing it, and I'll be announcing it on my Twitter account. Yeah, that would be a good thing to do. I'm gonna get some water and then I'll be right back. What time is it in Japan? It's 14:35, so 35 minutes past 2. Water. That was some good water I just had. Yeah, you need to drink water. Gotta stay hydrated, people. Yeah. So like on weekdays, I would be doing a stream. What is it, like 6 hours after this? Whatever time it is now and where you live. So where do you live? Oh, nice. Perfect. Then it's easy for you to, well, so 4:35. So yeah, it's 2 hours difference. So if I would be doing it at 8, it would be 10 in Australia where you live. Cool. Yeah. I thought if the stream was only Japanese people, maybe I would be talking in Japanese instead. but it seems like it's all over the place. So English it is. And also, my Japanese is not that good, so I don't know how good I would be able to explain things in Japanese. Would be funny though. All right, let's continue on with our chords. So bum bum ba da ba ba da bum. I'm gonna do something here with the plucks. Let's see how that sounds. Like offbeat kind of stuff. Wow. I'm thinking now where the rhythm is. Done. You like this? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Dun, 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 dun. Mm. Gonna make the bass louder. I feel it's not loud enough. Okay, I'm gonna add some sort of arpeggio stuff too. Dun, 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 dun. That sounds kind of fun. I'll probably work more on this. That sounds pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I like this. It's nice. See here. So can you play guitar while streaming? Yes, I can, but not today. I will. I didn't test it yet. I was thinking how I might be able to do this, but I will test it before doing it on stream. And yeah, I can. For my next stream, I can think of like a song or two I can play. Some songs are a bit difficult to play, like from start to finish, but I know some songs I can play for sure. So I'll practice a little bit, and I can play some songs on guitar next time. All right, so I don't know. Sorry. How was the move from Sweden, I assume, to Japan? Yes, I'm from Sweden. So I moved to Japan 14 years ago, and I moved to study Japanese. That was why I moved. I read about this Swedish guy who lived in Sendai for 2 years studying at a language school, and so I read his blog about it. And at the time I was at home watching anime and playing video games, playing guitar and stuff, and I was like, and studying Japanese by myself. So I was like, man, it would be cool if I could learn Japanese. And at the time I was 19, so I was thinking, after I read his blog, I was thinking, well, if I want to go and study a language, now would be a good time, because I got nothing going on really, and I wanted to study music at a university, but I didn't get in. So instead, I decided to go to Japan and study Japanese for 2 years. And after 2 years, I stayed and I started working here. And now it's been 14 years and I'm still here. At the time, I lived in Sendai, but now I live in Tokyo, and I've been living here for 4 years. Tokyo is pretty cool, and you meet a lot of chiptune people here, so it's been very nice. I hang out with YMCK every now and then, and Wabi Savita is another chiptune band based here in Tokyo. So it's nice to live here for sure. Where in Australia are you from? I have been to Melbourne. I was in Melbourne 2 years ago, I think. Yeah. At Square Sounds when they had it there. It's either 2 years ago or it's 3 years ago. Time moves on so fast. Oh, cool. Excellent. Have we met? Well, so I performed at Square Sounds when they had it in Melbourne 2 or 3 years ago. That was maybe the second time I played guitar on stage. I'm not sure. So now I have this kind of red jacket, which I didn't used to have. This was made by Midori from YMCK. She designed it for me, so I'm very happy with it. Here he is. Got a little guy over here. His name is Robot Pudding. He's my sidekick. He's not very good at fighting, but he cheers me up when I'm down, and that's all you need from a sidekick, really. All right. think I'll just copy what I just made and then I'll make small adjustments to it. Yeah, I definitely don't want this to just be looped. I want there to be more stuff going on. I think I also want to play guitar on this track. It would be fun. What is going on here? Something strange just happened. All right. Actually, you know what? I think I'll finish here for today. I think I did a pretty good job. Got something going here. And I showed for the people who was here from the beginning of the stream, you get to see how I set up this in Cubase with Magical8bitplug, how I made each track or instrument, like how I changed gain and attack and all of these settings here. And also how I compose, although I didn't explain very much what I was doing. If you have any questions about what I was doing, feel free to ask. But it's, yeah, I guess it's second nature to me now. I just do it. I don't think too much about it. Sometimes sometimes what I like to do is, if I have a melody, I like to test it out on the keyboard, like, you know, like I like to play like this and test, but most of the times I don't even do that because I kind of know where the notes should be or where I like them to be. But so I don't know how to explain that. There's probably some music theory to it, but I don't think much when I make songs. I test something I have in my head and then I listen to it, and if it doesn't sound good, then I test something else. Ah, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I thought it would be fun to see how me or some artist is doing it from scratch to sort of get an idea. And I mean, this is just how I do it, and another artist would do it differently. I know a lot of chiptune artists use LSDJ, and that's on Game Boy. So that is a totally different way of making them. Like I'm using a piano roll here, so you can see the notes here, and then I this here is the time. These are the notes. So if I drag one of these notes out, they become longer, and if I make them smaller like this, the notes become shorter. But if you do it on a Game Boy, then you just write in numbers, basically. It looks completely different. It's a tracker. And I have never made a song on a Game Boy, so I would not know how to make it, but I have an idea about it, but this is always how I have been making it. There's a lot more stuff I could show you, but I'll show it to you another time. All right. Let's save. So thank you guys so much for watching my first stream, and I'll talk to you again sometime soon. Thank you so much. I'll finish this stream.